We came up with the idea of the ray of light for the mosque because we wanted to create one unified space where both the men and the women could pray together at any given time, and they would be together in one space and yet be separated. We basically looked for a solution for that and came up with the sort of curtain of sunlight during the day and artificial light at night, which separates them, and yet it doesn't really exist, which we thought was rather poetic.
One thing that we wanted to do in this project is that the minaret is integrated in the shape, not an element apart, so we can unify the whole building and create a shape that incorporates in itself the minaret.
We were very consciously looking for a dome-like shape, but we didn't want a classical symmetrical dome, so we were looking at surfaces and shapes that would hold themselves up. And well, out of our experiments came this shape together with the verticality of the minaret and the fact that we turned it 45 degrees so that the whole point of the building would face the Qibla axis instead of having a perpendicular Qibla wall. We feel that that is more unifying because then again the whole space of the mosque is pointing in that direction.
Well, the base is the element that allows the mosque to rise from the terrain. And it also, because of his not square but rectangular shape, allows to create a path to the mosque. So we believe that this path is a path to a sacred moment, to a sacred state of mind.
That is also the reason why the entrances to the other functions of the building, like the library, the community center, which has very much an educational function, they will have their entrance either on the side or the back of the building, because we didn't want to disturb this path to purity and to the mosque. So we were looking for patterns that would bring light into the building, which is what is in the end happening on the terrain. Is that there's a whole pattern, like almost like strings of pearls, which are in fact glass blocks, which bring light deep into the library, into the ablution areas, and so at night it lights up the terrain, and it basically sort of lifts up the mosque again visually. It's a bit like a jewel, we think. It sparkles.